Hi everyone, so I am here to help to inspire you to move your bodies daily. I'm really passionate in my aim to motivate you to move your bodies in a safe and effective way. Together with my emphasis on form, technique and breathing, I believe that we can build strong, resilient bodies and minds for our day-to-day lives. Through the beauty of movement and low-impact workouts, we can create healthy habits and most importantly, let's have fun along the way. Hi, welcome to your oblique and inside leg workout. Here we are in beautiful Uluwatu and I am joined by my beautiful twin sister, Michelle. All right, so we're going to start on the floor and all you're going to need is yourself and your mat. Okay, so we're going to lie down on our left side straight away. And you're going to use your left arm as a pillow, so extending that left arm nice and long. We then bend through the top knee, so right knee comes forwards and your left leg extends out nice and long. Now from now, it's take your right hand to your right hip and we're just going to gently draw that right hip away from your rib. So you're going to create space between your mat and your left lower waistline and then your hips are perfectly stacked. Making sure your left foot is right back towards the back of your mat, but let's try and relax our toes. Now we're going to take a nice big inhale and then as we exhale, we're going to float that left foot up and away from the floor. Activate here through that left inner thigh and then we inhale, we lower that left foot back to the floor. So we're exhaling as we lift and we're inhaling as we lower. So I want you to move really slowly and I want you to think about how you're reaching long across your mat rather than how high you're lifting your foot. Exhaling every time you lift that left leg and then inhaling as you lower. Exhaling to lift and inhaling to lower. Keep going. Now sometimes it does take a little while for those inner thighs, those adductors to wake up, so just keep going with it and take your mind to the muscle. Thinking about your form the whole time and think about how long that bottom leg can be. Exhaling, lifting, draw that lower tummy in and then inhale, releasing. Keep going. All right, 2 more. And then final one, we're going to hold that bottom leg lifted. Can you give me 2 pulses there? So it's a lift, and then we lower it back down towards the mat. So we lift, lower, lift, and lower. Keep going like this, lift, and lower. So the whole time you're still thinking of how you're reaching across your mat, across the opposite side of the room. Let's go for another 3, and 2. And then final one, we're going to keep that bottom leg lifted. I want us to draw tiny circles up and around. So it's more like an egg shape. So you're reaching to the top of that circle, lift up and around, lift up and around. That's it. Now it's really common for you to maybe feel a slight pulling sensation to that inside border of that left knee. Probably means that your inner thighs are really tight. Think about pressing that left leg back that little bit more. And remember, it's not about the height. Making sure your left lower waistline is lifting away from the floor. Let's go for another 4 circles in this direction. In 3, in 2, and then last one, we hold it. Can you reverse that circle? Up and around. So just drawing a circle in the opposite direction. Try and keep that left foot up and away from the floor. So inside legs are already starting to wake up here. Let's go for another 3, in 2. And 1, we keep that bottom leg lifted. Now from there, a little bit of a balance challenge here. Keep that left leg lifted. You're going to pick up your right knee and we're going to extend our right leg long to meet the left. So both legs are stacked one on top of the other. And then you're going to bend that top knee back in, place it back where it came from and give me 2 pulses for that bottom leg. So it's a lift and lift. Extend that right leg long to meet the left. Pull that right knee back in, 2 pulses up bottom leg, lift and lift. So we stretch, we bring it back in, and then we go pulse, pulse. So now we're getting that right outer glute involved, but we're also getting those obliques involved. Inner thighs on fire already. Keep going. Okay, the next time you extend that top leg long, I want you to hold it. So both legs are stacked. From there, can you pulse both legs up an inch? Exhale, lift. Exhale, lift. Now, can you make sure you're tucking your tail under? So think pubic bone drawing towards your belly button so there's no arching of that lower back. Let's go for another 3. In 2. And 1. We hold at the top, stay there. Now, you're going to split your feet so your left foot travels forwards and your right foot travels back. And then we just reconnect those feet. And again, bottom leg forwards, top leg sweeps back, and then we reconnect. Exhale, so you're just scissoring those feet forwards and back. Now, if anyone wants to test their balance or their core stability, you can take your right hand to your right hip. You can even extend that right arm up to the sky if that feels nice for you, if you're feeling pretty good there. Just making sure that you're not arching that lower back. Keep that tailbone slightly tucked under. Let's go for another 3. And 2. Now final one, you're going to keep those feet split there. Hold it. So left foot is forward, right foot is back. Can you then tap both of those feet down on the floor as much as you can and then lift them back up? And again, we tap and we lift. We tap and we lift. Keep stretching those knees, pointing your toes. Find full extension of those legs. Let's go for another 3. And 2. Last one, keep those feet lifted, stay there, hold it, tiny pulses, up an inch, both legs lift. And lift, so again, right waistline's working hard here. You have 4, 3, 2, 1. Place those feet down on the floor, but bending to your knees. You're going to make your way up onto your left forearm. So left elbow is directly underneath your left armpit. You've got a bend of those 2 knees, so a little zigzag of those legs, and can we extend our right arm long to that front corner of your mat. From there, you're going to pick up both of those feet or both of those knees, cinching to that right side of your waist, and then we tap the floor. So we exhale, we lift, we inhale to lower. Now just making sure you're not sinking into this left shoulder. Nice work, Michelle. So we're staying lifted out of that left armpit, your spine stays long and you're really proud to your collarbones. Lift and lower. From there we add on. So we lift those 2 knees, we hold, we then stretch our legs. We bend our knees, we tap the floor. So we lift, we stretch, we bend, we lower. So really working still for that left inside leg, but into your right side waist. So you're feeling your waistline there, Michelle? Good work. 3 more. In 3. In 2. Good work, she's got the quivers. 1. Bend your knees, hold it, stay there, pulse both legs up an inch. Doesn't need to be high. Squeeze into that right side waist. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place those 2 knees back down, place your feet back down. We're going to come up onto our left hand. So left hand is back in line with your left hip. Extend and reach that right arm forward. You're going to push both of your hips forward, switch those glutes on, send that right arm overhead. Nice stretch that right side body. We then lower our hips back down to the floor. You come back onto your left forearm. We extend both legs long. Bring those feet back down. Well done. Come all the way up. Lift your hips off the floor. Find that nice stretch. Lower your hips back down. Lower onto your left forearm. Lift and extend. So just a nice combination there. Lift your hips. Lower your hips. Lower to your left forearm. Lift the knees and extend your legs long. Let's go for another 3. In 2. Beautiful work. And then final one, lift, extend those 2 legs long and hold. From there, you're going to roll onto your left hip, close both of those feet together, stay there and hold. From there, can you open and close your feet? Open, close, open, close. In 4, in 3, in 2. Last one, reconnect your feet, lie down fully onto your left side. Right arm lifts up to the sky. Now I want you to bring your left hand forwards towards the front of your mat. From there, you're going to roll back onto your left sit bone. We lift both feet up towards the sky. Inhale, we lower back down. Exhale, we lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Let's go for 3. Good job. In 2. And then last one. Good job, lower all the way back in. Bending to your knees, we're going to make our way up to a seated position. All right, now, from there we come onto our left forearm and you're going to extend your right leg long. So your left foot is towards the back of your mat, right leg extends out nice and long. From there, making sure you're lifting out of your left side body, right hand, right hip. We're going to float the right foot up and away from the floor. Now from there, we sweep that right foot forwards, and then we sweep that right foot back. Doesn't need to go behind your body, just in line with your hip. Focus on the forward sweep. So sweeping forwards, sweep it back. Okay, now there's an option to make it a little bit more challenging if you would like. So as we sweep our right leg forwards, you're going to lift your left hip off the floor. So right leg sweeps forwards, left hip lifts, left hip lowers, right leg sweeps back. So then you're working for your left glute as well as that right outer glute and hip and those obliques. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale. Inhale. 4 more. So feeling as graceful as possible in 3 and 2. And then final 1. Sweep that right leg back. Restack your knees one on top of the other. From there, take your right hand behind your head. And then we're coming up into a modified side plank. So left hip lifts off the mat. We hold. From there, we start to open and close the right knee. Right knee opens towards the sky. Right knee closes back in. Opening out to that right hip. Close those thighs back together. Exhale. Inhale. Good work. So draw that lower tummy in as tight as you can. Pull your obliques in and across. So think about your abdominals wrapping around your spine. Let's go for another 3 and 2. And then final 1. Close those knees back together. Hold it. Now pulse your hips up an inch. Up an inch. Now switch on that left glute. Pulse it up. Strong through your shoulders. Open through your collarbones. Active upper back. You've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your hips back down to the mat. From there, you're going to come onto all fours. So we're just going to swivel ourselves around. Come onto your hands and your knees. And I want you to connect your feet together. So hands directly underneath your shoulders, and you have your feet connected, toes are tucked under. Spine stays nice and long. We take an inhale. As we exhale, press your palms, lift out of your armpits and hover your knees off the mat. From there, we open our knees out wide. We squeeze our knees back together, and then we lower the knees. So we exhale, we lift. We open the knees wide, close the knees back together, and then tap the mat. Lift, open, close, tap. Lift, open, close, tap the floor. Let's go for another 4. Scoot that lower tummy in. In 3. In 2. Last 1. You're going to hover your knees off the mat, stay there, hold it. Turn those knees out as much as you can and then flick them back. Use the outer glute and hip. Give the outer glute a squeeze. Make sure your sit bones are wide though. We're not tucking our tailbone underneath. Spine is long. 8, 7, 6. Deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your knees back together. Lift your hips up to the sky. Find a downward dog. And just pedal to the feet. Bending one knee. Stretching the other knee. So you're pressing one knee back as the other one bends. In 3. In 2. And 1. Then from there we lower back down onto our knees and we make our way down onto our right side. So lying down fully, extending that right arm long, and then from there we're going to bend to that left knee. So left leg comes forward, right leg extends back. Making sure you're setting yourself up nicely. So let's take our left hand to our left hip and then just gently press that left hip away so that we're lifting to that right side waist here. Now from there we take a nice big breath in. And then as we exhale, we float that right foot up and away from the floor. And then we inhale to lower. So we exhale as we lift. We inhale as we lower. Exhale, lift, inhale to lower. So remember to synchronize the breath to the movement. Always feels so much nicer. And you'll get more of a core connection if we do that. So try not to hold your breath. Exhale, lift, inhaling as we lower. Keep going. So it does take a while for those inner thighs to wake up. Think about pressing that right foot back slightly and making sure you're not arching to your lower back. Exhale. Inhale. Now let's start to add a pulse at the top. So we lift and we go through 2 pulses. So it's a lift, pulse, pulse, and then we lower. Lift, pulse, pulse, and lower. So remember to reach really long. You're reaching for the opposite side of your mat. Really lengthening through your spine, reaching for your right fingertips. So constantly trying to feel that a little bit longer. Exhale, lift, pulse, pulse, and then we lower. Keep going like this. Maybe you can lift that right foot just that little bit higher, taking your mind to the muscle. All right, starting to wake up there now. Let's go for another 3. In 2. All right, final ones. We lift that bottom leg up, we stay there, we hold it, and we continue to pulse it up. Tiny lift, tiny lift. Keep going. Exhale, lift. Exhale, lift. So really reaching for that right leg. That's it. Try and relax your toes. If you're starting to get cramped through your toes or feeling it a little bit too much through your shin. Let's go for another 3. Feeling your inside leg. 2. We've got this. 1, hold at the top and you draw baby circles. We go up and around. Really reaching to the top of that circle as much as you can. 4 more in this direction. In 3. And 2. And 1. Hold. And then reverse that circle. Can we lift it that little bit higher away from the floor? I know you can. Really lift. In 3. In 2. And 1. Hold it there. I've got shaky legs. Okay, your left leg now is going to extend to meet the right. So you can bring that left hand down in front of you. Left leg extends out long. Reconnect your legs. Then from there, you're going to bring that left knee back down and then give me 2 pulses, right leg. Lift and lift. We extend that left leg long. We pull that left knee back in. 2 pulses, right leg. Lift and lift. Inside legs are on fire. Deep breaths. In 3. Doesn't help that it's really hot here in Uluwatu. Melting. Last one, extend that top leg long, hold it, both legs connected, tailbone slightly tucked under, pulls both legs up an inch, keep reaching, cinching into that side waist, exhale, lift, you have 5, you have 4, well done, in 3, in 2, hold, 1, I can hear heavy breathing from behind me here. Now, your right foot travels forward, your left leg travels back. Hold it. From there, we tap the floor. We lift those feet back up. We reconnect our feet. So we split the feet. We tap. We lift. We reconnect. Let's go for another 3. Can you get a little bit more height with those legs? In 2. All right, final 1. Separate those feet, hold it. Now we just tap the floor and lift. Tap the floor and lift. Use that side waist. Think ribs to hips. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Keep those legs lifted. Hold it. Tiny pulses. Up an inch. And lift. And lift. In 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Keep your feet as they are, but let's bend our knees and lower your feet then to the mat. You're then going to make your way up on to your right forearm. Now from there, extending your left arm long. We're going to pick both of those feet, both of those knees off the mat. So we exhale, we lift them up. We inhale, we lower them back down. Exhale, we lift. Inhale to lower. So cinching for that side waist as we lift those limbs away from the mat. Making sure we're not doing this and sinking into this right shoulder and armpit. You've got to maintain that lift, feel supported. Okay, adding on. So we lift, we stretch those legs long, we bend our knees back in, and then we rest them back down. So it's a lift, stretch, bend, lower. Lift, stretch, bend, and lower. So you're feeling that side waist working hard here now. Also still to that right inside leg and left outer glute. Keep going. You've got another 4. And 3. Pull that tummy in. And 2. Last one. Stretch those legs long. Hold. Roll onto your hips. Close those feet together. Hold it. From there, can you open and close those feet? Open, close. Squeeze your inside legs. in 5, in 4, 3, 2, final 1. Close those feet back down. Come and lie down fully on your right side and hold. From there, bring your right arm slightly further forwards, and then we're going to take that left arm up to the sky. From there, we're going to lift both feet up and away from the floor. Roll onto your right sit bone, cinch that left side waist, reaching for your feet. We then inhale to lower. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. So stretching those limbs as long as you can. Don't worry about the height of the legs. Try and lift your chest, think breastbone to the sky. Let's go for another 3. And 2. And then final 1. Come back down, bend your knees, make your way up to a seated position. Well done. Okay, from there, right hand comes to the back of your right hip. Left arm extends out nice and long. Now we're going to lift our hips off the floor, push your hips forward and enjoy that stretch there through that left side waist and into that left hip. From there, we lower our hips back down onto the floor, come back onto your right forearm, pick up those legs and then extend your legs out long. We bend the knees back in, we make our way up, right hand finds the mat, lift your hips, enjoy that stretch, reaching through your fingertips. Open your chest to the sky. Lower your hips back down, lower onto your forearm, pick up those legs and then stretch. And bend. Keep going. So again, you're feeling this stretch here. You'll lengthen through that left side waist as we come up into this stretch. But then as we come down to here, you're then cinching into your waistline. So contracting through those obliques. We lift. Enjoy the stretch. We lower. Feel free to linger in the stretch a little bit more if that feels nicer for you. Pausing here if you'd like. Good job. Moving in your own time. Remember, this is your workout. Let's go for another 3. Well done. In 2. Feels nice, that part. And then last 1. Come up. Enjoy that stretch here. Lower back down onto your hips. Lower onto that right forearm. Extend those legs long. Hold it. Now pulse those legs up. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then resting back in. Now we stay on that right forearm and we extend our left leg out long. Making sure your tailbone is tucked and again you're lifting out of this right shoulder. From there, left hand can stay on your left hip. We pick up that left foot up and away from the floor. We sweep that left leg forwards and then we sweep that left leg back. And again, left leg sweeps forwards and back. Keep going. Now adding on, if you would like, you have the progression to lift up into your modified side plank there. So you're going to lift your hips up, you're going to sweep that left leg forwards, and then we lower back down. So then we get that right outer glute and hip involved, as well as those obliques, and it just feels and looks nice and fancy. Exhale, lift and sweep. Inhale to lower. Exhale. Inhale. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And then final 1. Sweep it back. Lower your hips down and reconnect those feet. From there, you can take your left hand behind your head. We're coming up into your side plank, so hold it here. From there, we just open and close that left knee. So coming into a clam. Find as much rotation as you can at the hip. So you're pivoting that left thigh bone, that femur, pivots around in that ball socket joint of your hip. Keep the right outer glute active and keep your spine long. Open the knee, close the knee. Keep going, deep breaths. You have 4. And 3. And 2. And then final 1, reconnect those knees, hold it, now just pulse those hips up. Squeeze that right glute. Lift and lift. You're trying to make a rainbow shape here. In 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. And we rest back down. Good work. We're coming back onto all 4s. So swiveling yourselves around, come into 4-point kneeling. Hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your hip. Again, let's reconnect our feet and our knees on the mat here. Nice wide sit bones and press down to your palms. Neck stays long. We inhale, we exhale, we hover our knees off the mat. We open our knees out wide, we close those knees back together, and then we lower the knees. Exhale, lift. Take your knees as wide as you can, close your knees back together, and then we tap. Lift, open, close, tap the floor. Keeping your neck long, try not to look at your feet. Head stays in line with your spine. We have 4, and 3, and 2. Last one. We hover those knees, we stay there, open those knees as wide as you can. Now flick those knees back, back. Lift out of your shoulders, keep your neck long. 6, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your hips up to the sky, find that downward dog. You can separate those feet if that feels nicer. And again, we're just pedaling to those knees, bending through one knee, stretching to the other knee. Think about wrapping your upper arm bones towards your torso, not so much towards your ears. In 3, in 2, final 1. Then from there, you're just going to ripple and roll through your spine. You're going to find yourself in a high plank to finish. So find that high plank, readjust those feet if needed. Scoop that lower tummy in. From there, we're going to pull our right knee out towards our right elbow. We take it back. Left knee, exhale. Inhale, we take it back. Exhale. Inhale, take it back. Exhale. Take it back. Michelle, give me a number. 3 more. In 2. The last one. Lift your hips up to the sky. Pause there. We then lower onto our 2 knees. Come back into your child's pose. Well done. From there, you're going to walk both of your hands across to the left side of your mat. Right hand goes on top of your left. And now pull that right hip right back to that right heel. Lengthen to that right side waist. Deep breaths, inhaling. Exhaling, let it all go. And then we walk our hands across to the other side. Left hand on top of your right. And then pull that left hip back. Splaying your ribcage out to the left. Deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Well done, making your way back. We're just going to face the front of our mats again. And then can we stagger our feet? So kind of coming back into those zigzag legs. From the left hand finds the floor, we extend our right arm out to the right. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lower onto your left forearm, but try and keep your right hip down as much as you can. Right arm reaches up and over your head. Nice work. Making your way back up from there. We then sit with our butterfly legs, so bringing your soles of your feet together and knees out wide. Bring your fingertips out to the edges of your knees, and then just pull your chest forwards. Inhaling, exhaling. So just opening out through those hips, inside legs. Well done. And then from there, closing those knees back in. Side. So now we have our right shin forwards, left shin sideways. Right hand finds the floor, left arm extends out long. We then lower onto our right forearm, but can we try our hardest to keep that left hip down? Left arm then reaches over your head. Enjoy that stretch. Imagine I'm here with you, holding onto your left fingertips and pulling gently on that left arm. Pushing gently through that left hip. Well done, making your way all the way up from there. I don't know about you, but I found that one really hard. Well done, Michelle. Well done at home. We made it. I'm always adding new classes, so if you really enjoyed that workout, please hit like and subscribe because it would really help to grow this channel. If you'd like another workout, we found that people who liked this class also absolutely loved the workouts I've linked here. Have fun!